Leela Puwat, Executive Director of Mekong Institute, Mr. Suwat Piam Patchai, Director General of the Department of Water Resources under Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Thailand, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, Royal Thai Government, it's my great pleasure and honor to be here to extend my warmest welcome to you all to the signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding with the first between Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Thailand and the Embassy of the People's Republic of China, and the second between Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and Mekong in such field. Turning to the past, China and Thailand have had a great relationship for over decades in different levels and cooperation. We realize that water is one significant cluster which play an important role in strengthening relationship between two countries. We have utilized water to cooperate and coordinate each other in making sustainable development for our people so far. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to recall the Thai Cabinet resolution on the 15 May 2018 endorsed the draft Memorandum of Understanding on the cooperation on project of the Lan Chang Mekong Cooperation Special Fund between Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Thailand and the Embassy of People's Republic of China in the Kingdom of Thailand. The MoU between us will be mechanism to respond to Lan Chang Mekong Cooperation to the endorsed transboundary mechanism support climate change adaptation project, which is supported by Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China and Chinese government under Special Fund 2017. In this regard, may I take this opportunity to express my appreciation for Chinese government's support contribution for Special Fund to implement the activities. Additionally, may I also thank to Mekong institution for its effort and willingness to be a partner running the projects. As almost known, the Mekong and Lan Chang are from the same origins. It is significant that those of them are the asset of our regions. It is also expected to bring the livelihood and well-being of people living the river prosperity. Therefore, I would like to extend Thailand's willingness to support the relevant projects. Firstly, Thailand pays attention to enhance environmental friendly livelihood for people living by the Mekong region. This could be seen concretely by formulating the 20-year long-term national strategy that emphasize on basin management, especially international cooperation and technical exchange with the Lan Chang Mekong cooperation in order to alleviate damage. Additionally, there were certain exchange visits at ministerial level and implementing staff between two countries. Secondly, Thailand would like to fully support the joint projects that 5-year action plan under Lan Chang Mekong Water Resources Corporations which has been approved at the second Mekong Lan Chang leader meeting in Phnom Penh with China last January. In this connection, Thailand commit to proceed on activities after signing the MoU for our mutual benefit. Currently, Department of Water Resources under Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Thailand had proposed the projects supported by the MI and Special Fund for the year 2018. The project consists of the first one, pilot application of transboundary cooperation mechanisms to improve the communication on water level and forest in China, Thailand, and Laos. The second one, transboundary cooperation research on adaptation to climate change and management of hydropower project in Lanshan Mekong Basin. And the last one is joint assessment of Thailand and Myanmar on flood and drought for transboundary water resources management. Finally, Thailand foresees that the aforementioned projects would be definitely beneficial for Mekong Lanshan management on the response of climate change in particular. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude to Chinese government again in the full dedication and effort to make use of water as a diplomatic tool for sustainable development in Mekong Lanshan region. I do hope that the signing ceremony today will be the initiative mechanism of merging water resources cluster between Thailand and China to be harmonized. Thank you very much.
ขอบคุณท่านประธานอาจารย์ครับ Thank you very much, sir.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, will be the remark by the embassies of the People's Republic of China. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a very warm welcoming His Excellency Mr. Lu Jian, the Chinese ambassador.
Excellency, Dr. Wu Jian, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment. Your Excellency, Dr. Wacharas, Executive Director of Mekong Institute. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, today, China and Thailand will formally sign the second MoU on the Lanchan Mekong Cooperation Special Fund project. Please allow me to express my appreciation for the great and efficient efforts made by the Department of Water Resources of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment for the launching of the project. Lanchan Mekong countries are close neighbors, enjoying a deep bond of cultural and people-to-people affinity. As developing countries, all of us have strong demands for cooperation and face the common tasks of developing economy and improving people's livelihood. It is against this backdrop that the Lanchan Mekong Cooperation Mechanism was established by our 6 countries in March 2016. Over the past 2 years, under the 3+5 cooperation framework endorsed by the first LMC leaders meeting, our 6 countries have proposed more than 200 cooperation projects and have worked together to translate the idea of the LMC into concrete results. Tangible benefits are being delivered to the LMC member states and the whole region. Early this year, the second LMC leaders meeting was held in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. The 5-year plan of action on Lanchan Mekong cooperation was issued at the meeting, charting the course for the LMC, which is evolving from its nurturing period into the growing period. The natural connections between our 6 countries have been reinforced by our sharing of the Lanchang-Mekong River. Water resources play an important part in the cooperation among us. China attaches great importance to the water resources cooperation with Mekong countries and has been providing flood season hydrological data of the Lanchang River over the past 16 years through the Mekong River Commission. To downstream countries like Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam, which is a useful reference for flood control during the rainy season. The cascade reservoirs built by China on the Lanchang River has played an effective role in adjusting the water level by increasing the discharge in the dry season and storing the flood water in the rainy season, thereby stabilizing the hydrological condition of the Mekong River, despite dramatic global climate change and frequent extreme weather events. It is worth mentioning that during the dry season in 2016, the Chinese side increased the discharge of water at the request of the downstream countries, even though Yunnan province was suffering from drought itself, with a water flow 2 to 4 times larger than under natural conditions. The drought in downstream countries was greatly relieved. Lanchang-Mekong cooperation is forged among countries that drink the same water, and water resources cooperation is one of the 5 priority areas of Lanchang-Mekong cooperation. We are glad to see that Lanchang-Mekong water resources cooperation has achieved visible results with the joint efforts of our 6 countries. Higher level cooperation is being conducted in a wider range of areas with greater depth. The mechanism of Lanchang-Mekong water resources cooperation continues to improve, and the 2 joint working group meetings on Lanchang-Mekong water resources cooperation have been convened. The Lanchang-Mekong Water Resources Cooperation Center has been established, and the 5-year plan of action on LMC water resources cooperation is being drafted. In the meantime, our 6 countries are making further progress in water resources cooperation with closer personal exchanges. Last year alone, more than 300 people from Mekong countries came to China in 15 batches for exchange programs on water resources. 42 people were enrolled in postgraduate education on water resources in China, and more than 100 water resources officials or scholars visited Mekong countries for project cooperation and technical exchange. This year on, as the LMC Special Fund projects are gradually put in place, we have reason to believe that Lanchang-Mekong water resources cooperation will be enhanced accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, during the second LMC leaders meeting in this January, Chinese Premier Li Keqiang proposed to well implement water resources cooperation and reinforce production capacity cooperation in such areas as construction of water conservancy facilities. China is willing to strengthen water resources cooperation with Lanchang-Mekong countries, including Thailand, within the LMC framework, and take the water resources cooperation among our 6 countries to a new level. Today's signing of MoU marks another milestone in Lanchang-Mekong water resources cooperation. The Chinese side stands ready to work closely with the Thai side to make the relevant project useful in information sharing and trust building, so as to inject positive energy into LMC. We also believe that Mekong Institute will implement well the Special Fund projects in a professional manner, as it always does. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. May I invite you to proceed to the signing table, please? Thank you.
And now we will proceed to the signing ceremony for the memorandum of understanding between the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Thailand and the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. ขณะนี้ทุกท่านนะครับก็อยู่ในพิธีลงนามบันทึกความเข้าใจนะครับและร่วมเป็นสักขีพยานในการลงนามบันทึกความเข้าใจระหว่างกระทรวงทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมของประเทศไทยนะครับกับสถานเอกอัครราชทูตสาธารณรัฐประชาชนจีนประจำประเทศไทยครับ ขอเรียนเชิญท่านประหลัดนั่งที่เดิมประจำที่เลยนะครับไม่ต้องเปลี่ยนที่นะครับ
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's such a great honor that we are gathered here today for the very special moment to witness 2018, the MoU Signing Ceremony between the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the Embassy of the People's Republic of China to strengthen the cooperation mechanism on the water power project.
หลังจากเสร็จสิ้นการลงนามแล้วทั้งสองท่านก็จะแลกMoUระหว่างกันนะครับ
Thank you very much, His Excellency and the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, the Kingdom of Thailand.
ครับในลำดับถัดไปก็จะเป็นพิธีลงนามระหว่างกระทรวงทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมของไทยนะครับกับสถาบันความร่วมมือเพื่อพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจเรื่องน้ำโขงนะครับเดี๋ยวรอเจ้าหน้าที่จัดเตรียมสถานที่สักครู่นะครับท่านประหลัดครับนั่งพักสักครู่แล้วก็จะเป็นระหว่างกระทรวงทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมและสถาบันความร่วมมือเพื่อพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจลุ่มน้ำโขงนะครับหรือ MI นะครับเชิญท่านประหลัดครับ
Next will be the MoU Signing Ceremony.
เดินประหลัดบนเวทีครับนะครับ
Next will be the MoU Signing Ceremony between the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, the Kingdom of Thailand, and MoU Institute.
ครับเรียนเชิญดร.วัชรวีรวัฒน์นะครับผู้อำนวยการสถาบันความร่วมมือเพื่อพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจลุ่มน้ำโขงนะครับทุกท่านแขกผู้เกียรติทุกท่านกำลังเป็นสักขีพยานการพิธีลงนามความร่วมมือระหว่างกระทรวงทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมนะครับกับสถาบันความร่วมมือเพื่อพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจลุ่มน้ำโขง MI นะครับแม่โขง Institute นะครับ
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, again, we are gathered here to witness the 2018 the MoU Signing Ceremony between the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the MoU Institute.ลำดับถัดไปจะเป็นการแลกเปลี่ยน MoU กันนะคะ
ขอบคุณท่านคณะวิจารณ์สีมาฉายานะครับและดร.วัชรลีรวัฒน์นะครับผู้อำนวยการสถาบันความร่วมมือเพื่อพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจรุ่มน้ำโขงครับ Finally, we have now officially completed both of the MoU signing ceremonies. And next we will proceed to the next session, the introduction of Mekong Lanchang Corporation Special Fund project under the topic of Trans-Boundary Cooperation Mechanism on adaptation to climate change and hydropower development projects. ต่อไปก็จะเป็นการนำเสนอโครงการภายใต้กองทุนพิเศษแม่ของล้านช้างนะครับซึ่งจะนำเสนอโดยรักษาการในตำแหน่งผู้อำนวยการสำนักบริหารจัดการรุ่มน้ำระหว่างประเทศกรมทรัพยากรน้ำนะครับนายสุชาติสิริจันทร์สกุลครับ
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a very warm welcoming Mr. Suchart Sirijanskul, Acting Director, the Bureau of International River Basin Management from the Department of Water Resources, Thailand.
สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon, Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor to give a very brief information on the first project Thailand will conduct for the water pillar under the Mekong Lanchang Cooperation Framework. As you may have in your hand on this snapshot. But before I'm going to present a very brief introduction to the project. So please allow me to talk about the historical development again. At first, Lanchang Mekong Corporation leader gathering together held in Sanya on 23rd of March year 2016 in China. And the member country leader getting together and they have announced what we call Sanya Declaration. At that time, Chinese side proposed that China would set up a special fund for Lanchang Mekong Corporation LMC fund and provide around $3 million in the coming 5 years to support small, medium-scale cooperation projects initiated by the LMC country. Then the Lanchang Mekong Cooperation Fund is now open for the project application, and also at the second and early this year, the second summit, the leadership gathering together and have the Phnom Penh Declaration, as our Excellency already shared with us. This project has initiated by the Department of Water Resources of Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Thailand, namely Trans-Boundary Cooperation Mechanism on Adaptation to Climate Change and Hydropower Development Project. The project is designed to improve joint evidence-based information collection, analysis and sharing, and support decision-making required to improve communication on issues concerning water flow in the Mekong country in light of climate change, as well as flood, gathered collaboration and information exchange among concerned agencies in Cambodia, People's Republic of China, Laos, PDR, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam. There are three factors that have shaped our project. First is climate change. It's slightly warmer of the Mekong Basin temperature, longer and more intense dry season, high intensity rainfall in the monsoon season. Secondly, the regional development agenda, for example, like hydropower development. And thirdly, there is a strong need for greater cooperation and better communication between Mekong Lancang countries. The aim of project to initiate a concrete mechanism for cooperation to a data information sharing platform on water resource management, increase communication, awareness of climate change, impact and mitigation and adaptation measures, broaden people understanding of the benefits of hydropower development project and their operation. We will focus on information exchange and joint research policy platform, improve communication, research policy platform, improve understanding of hydropower, increase public awareness. The key activity we also plan to have a national consultation with key stakeholders to identify experience and issue concern water level fluctuation, regional forum to facilitate sharing of experience and the development of adaptation measures, formulation of a strategy paper that lay down the information sharing mechanism among key stakeholders and agencies in the member country. The target sector, the involvement of the key agency. The project is developed by the Department of the Resources Thailand, as we already know, with the financial support by MLC Special Fund. Will implementing agency is by the Mekong Institute, we call MI. And also we have our Stockholm Development Institute as a regional office here in Bangkok as our partner. We work together on the technical issue as our consultant. The relevant government agency and academic and research institute in the 6 member country to be involved. Also hydropower company. So the potential activity in future, as our Excellency, our Permanent Secretary already shared, that we would like to lead some our initial through the vision. We have the project after the first phase. We have recently submitted to concept note for the first 2 project idea to MLC, to Mekong Lancang Cooperation Special Fund for that too. In consider this early of this year, and we waiting the result of this proposed project. So we looking forward to working with you all and on the exciting of this important project. So that's all my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Suwan. To Thanks, Acting Director, the Bureau of International River Basin Management.
ครับในลำดับถัดไปนะครับจะเป็นการนำเสนอของสถาบันความร่วมมือเพื่อพัฒนาเศรษฐกิจลุ่มน้ำโขง MI นะครับขอเรียนเชิญดร.วชรัตน์วีรวัฒน์ครับผู้อำนวยการสถาบันครับ
Next will be the introduction of Mekong Institute under the topic of MI's role and their cooperation program in Mekong Lancang regional development.
Good afternoon, His Excellency Mr. Liu Jian, Chinese Ambassador to Thailand. His Excellency Dr. Vijan Simachaya, Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, Director Generals, representative from the Diplomatic Office in Bangkok, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. So it's my great pleasure for me to attend very important MoU signing ceremony between Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and Embassy of China in Thailand and also Mekong Institute. Let me give you the brief introduction about Mekong Institute. For Mekong Institute, we are the intergovernmental organization. We owned by the 6 countries in the Lancang Mekong Cooperation, namely China, Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, and Thailand. And we serve the 6 countries in the Lancang Mekong Cooperation. So all the member countries are here within Mekong Institute, and we implement the development project for all the 6 countries in the Mekong region. We work under the strategic plan from 2016 to 2020. We have 3 pillars. One is the agricultural development and commercialization that include the work on the rural development and also water management. And we have another pillar on the trade and investment facilitation. We work on the cross-border trade issues and also the enhancing the capacity of the small and medium enterprise in the Greater Mekong sub-region. And also another pillar that we work on is on the innovation and technological connectivity. So in that pillar, under that pillar, we work on the energy issues, and we work with the several development partners. We have the project with New Zealand Aid Program, with the Swiss Development Cooperation Agencies, with the Thai government, and also with the Chinese government. The cooperation between the Mekong Institute under the support from China was implemented under several frameworks. We work with the Chinese Embassy in Bangkok in implement several projects. One of the projects is on the post-harvest training. Another one is on the Mekong Institute Young Scholar Program. And we also work with the Yunnan government on many projects as well, mostly on the innovation issues and energy issues. And with the important one on the Lancang Mekong Cooperation. At the moment, this project is the 5th project that we work with Chinese government, with the support from Chinese government under the Lancang Mekong Cooperation. I would like to thank the Chinese government to play the important role in providing the official development assistance for the countries in the region, and this is important for the countries in the region to further the development process and speed up the development process within the region. I would like to give the information about the project that we are implementing under the support from the Lancang Mekong Cooperation. But before we go to that, as you all know that the 5 priority areas of the Lancang Mekong Cooperation are connectivity, production capacity, cross-border economic cooperation, water resources, and agricultural and poverty reduction. So those 5 areas, it fit the needs of countries in the region. So this is like demand-driven cooperation framework. So, and we are happy to work under the demand-driven cooperation framework because these priority areas are in line with the development strategic plan of all the countries in the region. And the projects, apart from the current project that will start to be implemented today, is the project on transboundary cooperation mechanism on adaptation to climate change and hydropower development projects. This is one project. Another 4 project, we work with the Ministry of Commerce in implementing 4 projects, namely upgrading border facilitation for the trade and logistics development, joint development cross-border economic zone, Lan Chang Mae Kong Business Forum, and acting research on rural e-commerce development in Lan Chang Mae Kong region. So all 4 projects is related to fit under the 2 priorities areas, which are connectivity and also cross-border economic cooperation. I would like to give you a brief objective about 4 projects. Upgrading trade facilitation for trade and logistic development. So this is the one that will have the impact on lower the trade cost for when you transport goods from one country to another countries. Because at the moment, tariff among countries in the Mekong regions is 0, but there is the disguised trade barrier, which is what we call trade cost. So, with the expensive logistic cost, so it makes the cost of the products high, and then the countries in the region will lose their competitiveness in the market. So, with the upgrading border facilitation for trade and logistic development, it will have the impact on the lower the trade cost in terms of times and money that the exporter have to spend. So that's why it will make the price of the products in the destination country lower, so the exporter will gain competitiveness in the regional market. Another project is on joint development cross-border economic zone. At the moment, for Thai government, there's a ten priority special economic zone in the countries. So, and the economic zone in the countries are in the border, and we need to strengthen the collaboration between economic zone of Thailand and the economic zone of the countries in our immediate neighboring country and other countries in the region. This is quite important. It will strengthen the supply chain of the manufacturing products and agricultural products in the region. And we need the cooperation within the country because normally for the economic zone, if the economic zone in 2 countries compete with each other, then there will be race to the bottom in order to attract the investment. We don't want that kind of things to happen. What we want to see is the strengthened collaboration, division of labor, and try to link and strengthen the supply chain of production with one another. So that's why we will prosper together and stronger together. Another project is on the Lan Chang Mae Kong Business Forum. This is the business matching project between Chinese investor and investor in the Mekong regions like Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, and Thailand. We plan to organize this activity once every year within 5 years. Until the first event will be organized on 15th of November this year in Bangkok, and then the next November will be in other location, and we will implement it. For this project, it's a long-term project, it's 5 years project. So we want to see the connection between Chinese business people and Chinese investor and the investor in Thailand and other countries in the region. Another project is another important one. Last but not least, this is on the e-commerce, but it's the rural e-commerce. As you know, that e-commerce now played a very important role in speeding up the trade and investment and business activity in the region. And e-commerce is the good tool for the enterprise in the rural area to distribute their products. For enterprise, for the small, medium enterprise in the rural area, it's very expensive for them to come to the city and to put things in the shelf and for the people in the city to buy. So with the e-commerce, it will be another channel for them, and it will contribute to the poverty reduction and strengthen the SME in the rural area. So those are the 4 projects that we are implementing under the Ministry of Commerce, and we will have another project today on the Trans-Boundary Cooperation Mechanism on Adaptation to Climate Change and Hydropower Development Projects. And we try to ensure that we will lift up the water cooperation in this region to another level. We want to see the tangible outcome and tangible impact. Again, I would like to thank Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and also the Embassy of People's Republic of China for this strong collaboration. And for Mekong Institute, we would like to ensure that we will implement all 5 projects in the professional manner and we want to ensure the tangible outcome and tangible impact and also sustainability of this project. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wacharati Lawat, Executive Director of Mekong Institute. And next, we will proceed to the group photo session. It will take only a few minutes for the stage preparation. Please wait for a moment.
ลำดับต่อไปเป็นการถ่ายภาพหมู่นะครับถ่ายภาพร่วมกันของแขกผู้มีเกียรตินะครับซึ่งในลำดับแรกเนี่ยเราจะขอเรียนเชิญท่านประหลัดวิจารณ์ศิมาฉายานะครับและท่านเอกอัครราชทูตสาธารณรัฐประชาชนจีนประจำประเทศไทยนะครับและท่านหยูเจียนนะครับขึ้นบนเวทีชุดแรกนะครับ
May I invite the Chinese Ambassador and the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, Thailand, to the stage. จากนั้นแล้วท่านทั้งสองจะยังคงยืนอยู่บนเวทีอยู่นะครับเดี๋ยวจะถ่ายภาพในชุดต่อไปนะครับ May I request both of you to remain on the stage for a moment for the next shooting with the group. Next, may I invite the Executive Director of Mekong Institute and a representative from the Embassy of Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Vietnam to the stage.
ถัดไปเป็นชุดของผู้ในวยการสถาบัน MI นะครับและผู้แทนจากสถานทูตสถานเอกอัครราชทูตกัมพูชาลาวเมียนมาและเวียดนามนะครับและท่านอธิบดีกรมทรัพยากรน้ำนะครับ
And also the Director General of the Department of Water Resources, Thailand. ลำดับถัดไปนะครับขอเรียนเชิญผู้แทนจากหน่วยงานภายใต้สังกัดกระทรวงทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมนะครับเป็นขึ้นบนเวทีนะครับ Next, may I call upon the representative from the departments under the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, Thailand, to the stage to capture a grand memorable moment together.
เชิญทุกท่านนะครับ
ข
ครับพร้อมครับ
ขอขอบคุณทุกท่านนะคะ
Okay, now request only Dr. Vijay Simachaya and Dr. Vachara Leawatt to remain on the stage.
ลำดับถัดไปนะคะจะเป็นการถ่ายภาพคู่ของท่านปลัดวิจารณ์ศิลปฉายานะคะ และดร.วัชรธีรวัฒน์ค่ะ จะเป็นภาพคู่นะคะ
โอเคพร้อมนะครับพร้อมครับ3 2โอเคครับ
ครับขอบคุณทั้งสองท่านนะครับ